All right, Chris, 2 weeks into the end of the season, so we have a lot of teams that are jockeying for playoff position. We have a lot of dudes either playing or coaching themselves in the new contracts or just trying to maintain their current contract. So we want to talk about the guys who have the most to gain these last 2 weeks of the season. Now, for me, number 3, it's the New England Patriots. Now, it's crazy. I remember doing a segment with you earlier this year where we were talking about it was almost a foregone conclusion that the Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl, and now I really don't know the identity of this team. I mean, they handled business against Cincinnati because everybody beats the Bengals, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens against those Buffalo Bills. Number 2, Jason Garrett. I mean, I think we both know that he either wins the ship or he's going down with the ship. It's that simple. Like, if you don't win a Super Bowl for Jerry Jones this year, he's going to get his walking papers. And at number 1, I have to do 3 teams, dog. It's Seattle, it's Baltimore, it's New Orleans, because those are some of the 3 most intimidating places I could think of to play a championship game. And all these teams have it right in front of them to secure that championship game, the number 1 seed in their division. So it's all about who's going to step up.
I mean, I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to have 3, actual 3, not 5, and cram it into 3. All right? But very well played by you. Very well played. All right, here's my number 3. Kirk Cousins. I'm going with him at number 3. I mean, everybody's been on his case. Oh, $84 million guaranteed. He hasn't earned it. He hasn't done crap. Well, they got to make sure they win at least 1 out of these last 2 so they get in the playoffs. And I think that will silence some of the haters and, of course, give him some credit. Number 2, I'm going with the San Francisco 49ers. A little bit to what you said with your 3-team answer as your number 1. Well, I look at the San Francisco 49ers. They got the Rams, and then they got to go to Seattle the last week of the season. If they win these 2 games, they got home field advantage.
But does that home field advantage even matter? I mean, when you have Atlanta come in and beat you, and then you lose to Seattle.
It matters to this. It matters to this. I think it's too hard to go to the Super Bowl in the NFC right now to where if they lose one of these last 2 games, then you got to go to Dallas on the road. And then you're going to either have to go to New Orleans or Seattle again, followed by that whoever is remaining there. So those are just, I think you can't win the Super Bowl or get to the Super Bowl with those 3 games on the road back to back.
Like that,
So, okay, thanks for giving me credit there. And then my number 1 is your number 2. It's Jason Garrett. I'm with you all the way. I mean, Jason Garrett, it's a job. I mean, this might, even when his day does end with the Dallas Cowboys, how this ends right here might affect his next job, whenever that may be. But I'm with you. I think he's got to get at least to the NFC Championship game. What do you think? You think he's got to get to the Super Bowl to save his job?
I think he needs to go to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl to keep his job. But, like, if we want to spin it forward even more, like, say he gets fired for not winning the Super Bowl, what does he need to do in order to get another head coaching job versus just becoming an OC somewhere? Or has he proven that he can be an OC somewhere since that offense has struggled?
I think those are all good questions. I mean, I never understand that when a head coach who becomes a head coach because of his play calling duties doesn't call the plays anymore. I never get that. I don't, so yeah, you're right. There's a lot of questions that remain about Jason Garrett, but I think these last few weeks will be crucial to him, whether they get in the playoffs and then they can make a run in the playoffs. I think that'll do a lot for him professionally, whether it's his next job or just saving his butt with the Dallas Cowboys.
Agreed.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.